This is so all over the place. Oh my God. If this sucks, whatever. This is literally the best I can do right now. Whoever's watching right now, like, I want to be your person. If you have nobody in your life, now you do. Building, no. Realized, no. Ugh. No! Okay, you're wasting minutes. Come on.
I've been working on me. Yeah.
Hi, YouTube. Especially hey to my Instagram family that subscribed to this channel and pushed me to start this. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you guys, and I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. And this is the reason why I'm starting this channel, because 3 years ago, exactly December 2016, I had hit an all-time low. I was so depressed. I was on and off my anxiety and depression medications for the 5th year. I was taking risks with my life, and I knew that I would rather die than continue life in the way that it was at the time. And I couldn't die because I have sisters that love me, and I love them and my family. So that wasn't an option for me. So I had to change everything, literally everything. And I've been working on bettering my life, bettering myself for the last 3 years, and it has been, I have no words. Like, I didn't even know it was possible to make as many changes as I have in the last 3 years. And a lot of it has been on my own. And I say on my own because I recently realized that none of it was really done on my own. The only reason I was able to get through the hardest times of my life is because people were on YouTube sharing their stories. And I literally have goosebumps just talking about it. In December 2016, decided that's it. Either bury yourself or figure this out, because we cannot live this way. I started off with getting out of a very long-term relationship. I moved down to Texas. I thought this entire time I was Miss Independent. I was doing it on my own. I didn't need help from anyone, when in reality, I was reading books, I was listening to podcasts, I was watching YouTube channels that were sharing their stories, people sharing their stories, their hard times, their depression, their anxiety, their breakups, their bad habits, their toxic relationships, their family issues. I've only gotten this far. I've only made a complete 180 in my life because people were brave enough to share their story. So I started doing the same thing, but on a smaller scale with my Instagram. And through doing that for the last 2 years, I've built a small family that I wouldn't be here without on Instagram. Seriously, the feedback, the support, letting me know that me sharing my stories help them. This is why I'm doing this. And I wouldn't do this if it wasn't for that, because this is literally the hardest thing I've ever had to do outside of getting out of a long-term relationship, harder than moving down south by myself, harder than getting fired from what I thought was my dream job and completely switching careers after that. All of that was cake compared to how hard starting this channel is for me. So I just want to be your person. Whoever's watching right now, like, I want to be your person. If you have nobody in your life, now you do, literally, because I wouldn't be here. Like I said, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the people online that have shared their story. And I've attempted to do this so many times, it's insane.
I'm so happy you forced me to do this, because now we're getting somewhere.
I've been trying to start this YouTube for a year and a half. Okay, let's start. So, I don't know where to start. Fuck. This is why I don't. Where am I going with this? At least we're trying. We're trying. We're trying. We just gotta start. We're just gotta start somewhere. So I guess this is the first video. What is this? What is this? And I refuse to quit because I know why I'm doing it. And the reason that I'm doing it is too powerful to overcome my fear. And that reason is because I know that I can help people get through the hardest times of their life. We think that we have to do this all on our own. We think that we're alone in the way that we think. We think that we're alone in our issues. So on this journey to happiness, I realized that we literally all go through the same stuff. We all feel pain. We all have our issues. We all struggle with something. Even if you have a dream job, a dream relationship, amazing kids, amazing house, even if you have the normal stuff figured out, there's still so many people that deal with mental health. And not enough people are talking about it. And this is literally why I'm making this channel, because I have been practicing on Instagram, sharing my story and my journey. And people need each other. We need each other. We're animals. Like if we're all on a stranded island, we wouldn't all go our separate ways and try to figure it out. We would come together, we would group, and we would figure it out. And as humans, our nature is to take care of each other. Our nature is not to hurt one another. And going through a change in your life internally is the hardest thing in the world. Changing what's going on inside of your mind is so difficult. And to try to do it all by yourself makes it even harder. And I think when you allow people, even if it's on the internet, this is like, you don't even need to have someone physically near you yet. We're going to get there. But at least have someone, an online person, author, a mentor, somebody that you feel like, okay, let me tune in and get that pep talk. Let me tune in and remind myself I'm not alone. Someone cares. Because I just posted this on my story yesterday. It was about suicide and how you think no one cares, but you have no idea the extent someone would go to save your life. Yes, you watching this video, you think nobody cares about you. You think you have no friends. You think, you're in this world by yourself. I promise you that's not true. And officially, if you're watching this video, you have me in your corner, because hey, keep it back over here. That was good. You have me you have me in your corner now. Deadass. So subscribe, because we are officially an online family. We're at 79 subscribers, and I appreciate every single one of you, because when I obviously I've been trying to start this channel for 2 years, and the people that I talk to have known that, and people that I'll be in an Uber and have a long, deep conversation with the driver, and they'll be like, "You really should get on YouTube." I'm like, I'm working on it, man. I am working on it. It is mortifying, especially because I'm used to this. I'm used to talking to my phone. I'm used to short snippets, short rants right off the top of my head. I'm not used to all these lights, camera, mic. It's a different setup for me, so it feels super uncomfortable. But again, I always come back to, what is the purpose of you doing this? Is it money? Is it views? Is it attention? Is it any of that? And it's literally no, because I'm doing this because I just want to be there for somebody that's sitting at home, that is going through it, that wishes they had someone they could pick up the phone and talk to that would make them feel better instead of worse. And I felt like I didn't really have too much of that, especially during my hardest times. Especially because the people that I did have, it's not that I didn't have anyone, it's that they couldn't be there for me the way that I needed someone to be there for me, because they weren't going through what I was going through. So if you're going through a difficult time, if you're going through changes in your life, if you're miserable, if you're fed up, if you want to get out of a relationship that's not good for you, a job that's not good for you, if you want to move out of a state that you're not happy in anymore, I am your girl. I am here for you, and I will continue to be here for you. My dream is to just help as many people as will listen to me, literally. My biggest hesitation with starting this was, I'm nowhere near where I want to be in anything yet. I have come so far, yes, in 3 years, but I'm still so far. There are still so many habits that I'm trying to break. There are so many habits I'm trying to build. I still deal with depression and anxiety every once in a while. Actually, anxiety is pretty much completely under control. I would like to give myself a round of applause for that, because that was, whew, I was on anxiety and depression medication for 5 years. I just didn't want to be dependent on pills to feel okay, because I was about to be 26 at the time that I was at rock bottom, and that's when you lose your parents' insurance. And I was like, okay, forget that you lose insurance. What if you're on a trip and you lose your luggage, or you get robbed, or you don't have your pills? You're just gonna freak out. You're not gonna be able to survive. So I knew I needed to get off of that, and I knew I needed to figure out how to be good on my own without medication. And that took a lot of work. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears have gone into, one, me sitting in front of this camera, two, me having the stories I have to share. It's hard, and that's why I want to be your person. I literally want to be your person, to just be there for you as if I was your best friend, your favorite cousin, whatever the case may be. I want to be that person for whoever's watching this video. But I literally wanted to put this off until I got my life together, until my finances were in order, until my health was in order, until, my routines were in order. But I've been working on myself for 3 years. 3 years. And there's still a ton of work to do. And the whole point of this channel is showing you that it's not easy to change internally. It's not easy to change the way you think, to change, to be a better person. It's hard. It's hard to be a better version of yourself when you're so used to being where you're at. So join me, like literally join me on this journey of being a better version of yourself, and we will literally get through it together. I promise you. So if you know anyone that needs a friend, if you know anyone that feels alone, if you know anyone going through a difficult time right now, please send them this video. Please tell them we are not alone. You are not alone. And I will be here. I will literally be here. I have so many goosebumps as I'm talking, because it's literally coming straight from my heart, and I'm trying so hard not to cry. I got good at that. I used to be like a faucet when it comes to emotions, but I've been better at controlling my tears. So yay! We did it. I literally want to throw myself a party on Saturday, today, the day that you're watching this, Saturday, December 7th. Let's talk about December 7th real quick. So, long story short about December 7th. I put it off for so long that I decided that, you know what, on the 2-year mark, I'm just going to post. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm just going to dive into it. I have nothing planned. And that day, let me bring up that photo. On that day, I literally posted a picture that I took that day and the caption that I wrote in the moment. And it was extremely, actually, I'll just insert it here. Duh, it's editing. But yeah, this was huge for me, because I dove into something that was, to me, super scary at the time. And what stunned me was the joy that I got out of it, because I wasn't on Instagram to be called pretty or to get attention in that way. It was all about my message. Like, my captions are crazy long. I know most people don't read them, but the people that do, they're like, wow, I really needed to hear this. So I decided to do the same thing with YouTube. December 7th, we're just going to dive into it. No planning, no whatever. Like, I literally have a notebook that I've been writing in. Camera cut off. I literally have a notebook full of planning. Let me just show you, like, all things I want to talk about on YouTube. It's absolutely insane. I have 71 videos that I have just off the top of my head. And this was the hardest thing I've ever had to do, to actually sit down and do this. We always want things to be so perfect. And we wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and plan and plan and plan. And we don't take any life-changing actions to put us towards that. And December 7th has become my diving in day. I don't know, we're going to come up with a name for it. But December 7th, especially on this channel, is going to be our thing, okay? Every single body watching this on December 7th, every single year, we're gonna do something that scares us. We're gonna do something that we've been waiting to do. We're gonna do something that we know is gonna change our lives, whether it's quitting a job, whether it's getting out of a relationship, whatever the case is, December 7th is the day to do it. So, since today is December 7th, I encourage y'all, I know it's last second for you, but I encourage y'all to do something today that has been on your mental to-do list for a long time that you know will change your life. Please. And comment down below exactly what that is if you're willing to share with us. Because again, this channel is going to be the place where we share and we're there for one another. I finally did it. I literally finally did it. I could literally cry. I cannot wait to check this footage. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'm sorry. No, for real. Thank you for watching. Thank you for every single person that subscribed so far. I literally wouldn't have been able to do this if it wasn't for you. I probably would have put it off for like 3 more years. I probably would have written a book before I ever got on camera because I'm so good with my words and I know that they need to be out there, but this was mortifying for me. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my soul to every single person that subscribed to this channel, my little Instagram family. Y'all's love and support and good energy has just been steroids for me and my growth on this journey. And I invite you to join this journey with me and let's just get better together. That's literally my thing. Like, let's just get better together in any way, shape, or form. That's it. That's it. That's it. I did it. This is it. This is the video that's going up, like, for sure. I cannot. Oh my God. That's my spiel. That's it. That's it. It's over. See you next video. Hold up. Rewind. I lied. There was one thing that was actually scarier than starting this YouTube, and it was my first speech it was December last year, actually. December last year was my first speech, first and last speech in front of people, humans, adults nonetheless. And it was the scariest thing. I was so scared that I wanted to fake a stroke after getting there so that I wouldn't have to get up on stage. It was mortifying. Maybe I'll like play a clip of it right here, but like when I tell you my voice was shaking, I was shaking. I was just like, I can't do this. Oh my God. But yeah, I had to put that in there. All right, that's it.